Previously on Will Save. Our heroes took a stroll through the Grey's garden of modified Veracinea blooms and found another casualty, this time the dismembered corpse of one of their Grey captors, whose wounds were indicative of some fresh troll trauma. But the real drama was the octagonal room with ladders leading to a green glowing cavern covered in troll claret and quantum flux that filled Heerz and the Murderbot with an overwhelming sense of dread. Will our heroes live to tell a tale of triumph within this dreadfully designed 8-sided dwelling? Or is this the TPK cage match that GM John has been waiting for? Find out this time on Will Save.
There are two things to talk about today. The first one is very nice and easy. Nice way to ease into the second one. Not that you need to. Stand in. My first one is unrelated, and I gotta ask.
Full send.
Will's easy.
I gotta ask.
Set it hard.
What is the deal with Evian Water? Like, when I was in 5th grade, my teacher was like, you know, Evian spells naive backwards. And as a 5th grader, my mind was blown. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. And then we all had Evian Water, and it sucked. What, Vinnie?
Shout out, Miss Williams.
Shout out, Miss Williams. Fantastic. You had Miss J. Smith.
She probably listens to the podcast.
Wait, was this also your teacher? Miss Williams.
No, Vinnie had Miss J. Smith, who was super rude.
Yeah, she was.
But we were right next door.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, she was nice when you were older, but, you know, as a kid.
Did you guys, like, line up for recess, like, outside, you know, to come back in, and then you could, like, see each other from across the lines?
Yeah, we were also patrols.
Yeah.
So we,
oh, nice.
Yeah, class.
Patrols? What kind of school did you go
You like
to?
hall patrol? You would go through and like tell people like, what is
Do you have
this?
like an orange like
flash. Yep.
hall monitor thing?
Yeah.
Excuse me,
that's it.
do you have your pass? Where are you going?
I feel
That kind of
seen,
thing.
Kelly.
Was that you?
I feel
wanted,
seen. Don't do that again.
Oh my god.
So here's the
I
thing.
feel like that would be more Kevin though.
Yeah, that's very on brand for Kev. But I just gotta ask,
All right, sorry,
what
go
is
ahead.
your favorite regular water? Because I had Evian the other day, and it was freaking delicious. And it used to be horrible. And then I was also told that, like, Aquafina is really bad. And I'm like, Aquafina's always been great.
Poland Spring.
This is the most random question I've ever heard.
But it's been plaguing me for days. I'm not gonna lie. I literally thought about it, and I was like, I'm gonna ask the guys on the show, because I want to know, how did Evian get to be so good? Because it used to be really bad.
It's not Dasani. I'll put it that way.
No, it's not
It's not my favorite
Dasani.
one.
Everyone universally
It
hates
tastes like
Dasani.
copper.
Yeah,
Like personified in water.
I'm gonna let the Florida man in me come out. Zephyr Hills or bust.
What are those?
It's so good, though I can never find it like north of Georgia or west of Alabama. So take that for what it's worth. If not that, Smart Water. It tastes like nothing, which I think water should.
That's smart.
I stick
That's smart.
with tap water. Granted, there are I definitely like taste the water first and like, yeah, this is terrible. I'm not gonna drink tap water. But like where I live right now, tap water's fine. And in California, tap water with a filter, good. It's spelled TAP.
That's very Kevin of you.
I get my fluorides and my nanobots from it. But
And all
the
your 5G
best,
chips.
the best water that I've ever had, the best tasting water ever,
Nuclear water.
is steam distilled seawater.
I knew
The
it.
first distillation down to like 30 parts per billion, or per million.
Way to flex on us,
Yeah,
Kev.
Just saying,
No,
it is delicious.
This is the rarest water.
I drink the ocean.
It's not that rare. It's 75% of the earth is covered in it.
No,
No one drinks the
That's
ocean,
pretty
though,
cool.
Kevin. like you do.
He did.
He did.
I'm really curious if you guys ever tried to distill anything else in there.
I never did. I'll be honest with that. There's a whole thing about like torpedo juice is like
Torpedo juice?
Yeah, it's like
Torpedo
alcohol
juice.
made in the torpedo room.
God,
I
just
was
don't.
never involved in any of that kind of stuff, and I'm actually
You
not
were
aware
in
that it was ever done on my boat. But
Yeah,
I'm
throw
sure
some corn
sure it
mash
was,
in there. You'd be all right.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Just
there-
got to be friends with a cook, I'm sure.
Just fun fact for you guys: the steam, nuclear power is steam related. So we boil seawater and make pure water to use as our steam flow. So we have pure water boiling off and turning into steam, and that's used to propel the ship and power it. But that steam is then used to boil more water. So it's a repetitive process of
It's called
boiling
efficiency.
seawater. Yep.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Well, speaking of
That's pretty cool.
wonderful things,
I
yeah,
just
well,
want to shout out to the lovely folks of in Maine who bottle Poland Spring. Shout out to all the Polands that I know. No relation.
no relation to the country.
Was it hand bottled? They just they're down at the river, dipping a bottle. And
No, they're just the Polands. They know what they're doing.
You know what? I'm going to go one step further. I think this episode is dedicated to Poland Spring workers. I think so.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sponsored by.
Thanks.
Poland Spring never
Thanks,
lets you
guys.
down.
It's
Never
true.
lets you down.
But I don't live in the Northeast, so
It's true.
I gotta get my water the old-fashioned way.
At the grocery store.
From Fiji.
From the French Alps. Evian.
With a little slice of
From
cucumber.
Lake Titicaca. Yeah, Titicaca.
Well-
My favorite water is
Yeah.
probably Spindrift because I'm tired of drinking regular water, so I drink water with
I know,
infusions of flavor that actually don't taste like every other carbonated
I need
water.
bubbles
Shout
and
out
a hint of
Spindrift.
flavor.
Yeah,
I need
because then,
some 1 gram of sugar to make it taste like something else.
yeah, just something
Which is
else.
what it is.
It's so good.
Spindrift. Check it out.
This episode is
shoot, in
not
that
dedicated
case-
to Spindrift.
My favorite water is Dr. Pepper.
If you want to do a sponsorship detail, write to us at willsaythepodcast@gmail.com. Oh, Dr. Pepper's great. And you drink
it's
it
not water.
constantly.
It's water.
No, it's not.
It's the same kind of water as Spindrift. It says just more syrup and more carbonation.
You sound like a
Like a
marketing
lot more.
exec, Kev.
It's just like water. We should market it as water.
Poland Dr. Pepper.
Water for Texans.
I think there
Water for
was-
Texans.
There was a campaign one time that they were like, soda hydrates you, and people were like, well, no, technically, because it's carbonated. And
Wait, does carbonated water not hydrate you?
I don't know the science behind it. It does something to
okay.
you it can cause you to get dehydrated somehow.
All right, so
I'm sorry to hear that.
if you live
I
in
guess we
Maine
should
and
go
know a
on.
Poland Spring worker, or you know what carbonation
you
can do
are
to your body,
Poland-
then
Poland
please
Spring
reach out to us.
Yeah, hit us up on the Will Save Discord. It's a pretty happening place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make a Slack just for help.
Love to see you.
Yeah, love to see it. And you know what the second topic is today? Take it away, Will. What's the second topic today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I-
Yeah,
Just knowing Will, I think it has to
forgot
do with the
what I
date.
was talking about.
Kev, you seem eager. Please.
I'm not eager. No, I'm glad we're not in the same room.
Today is 420, and if you're listening to this episode and you're enjoying all the spoils of 420, then good on you. And if that's not your thing, then find a place to
okay.
go
Yeah.
that is your thing, and then hit play on this episode.
I fully support
I
Will's
just-
right
Yep.
to smoke as much marijuana as he wants,
Whoa. I didn't. What?
if
No.
he chooses to.
I've never done that. On air.
Is this story time? Is this when we talk about our interactions?
time.
This,
Dr.
this
OK is a
doesn't feel
pothead.
appropriate for Stop Friend Story Time, but what does feel appropriate is Vinnie's experience with this, in which I was
God.
there.
Oh, do tell.
Oh,
I want to hear
man.
it from Vinny's side.
Yeah, take it
Oh,
away.
man. Do we want to tandem? All right, I may tap you in at certain points
Yeah,
because
sure.
you were certainly more coherent in parts of the story.
I'm on the ropes. I got you.
So we went to hang out with our buddy Jeff of Rogue Hexacon. Shout out, Jeff.
Yeah, Rogue Hexagon is awesome.
Yeah, went to hang out with him. I don't even remember the occasion. It might have just been hanging out. So we are definitely of legal age to consume this thing. We're chilling there like, hey,
it's
do you want
federally just frowned upon? Is all.
Frowned
It's
upon.
fine.
Not illegal. Just frowned upon.
like, hey,
and perhaps
do you
at
wanna,
the time in the state it was legal, but whatever.
Do you want to go color?
Maybe for some approval points, our benevolent rulers would like to inaugurate this day and just, forget about it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So everything is legal.
right.
Go ahead, Vinnie.
Yeah, it's all legal.
Do you want to go color? I'm like, I thought coloring was a different activity, so I'm like, sure, yeah, let's go, let's do it. So we pull up, and there's probably 5 or 6 of us, and we're, you do a thing, you pass it to the left. So I had like 0 context for how deep you were supposed to do the thing, or how long you're supposed to hold the thing.
The crayon?
And
you guys are coloring?
Crayons.
Yes,
Yeah.
the crayon. Thank you.
You let go when you're done coloring.
Some people can they crayon really dark and they push really hard.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
I know. So
So you're pushing really hard, I'm guessing.
Some people crayon, a couple times and then pass.
So I only the first time took one decently light swipe, and didn't feel anything. So the second time it came around, it took a little darker swipe, and I'm probably 5 or 6 swipes deep. I'm like, this is boring. I'm not feeling anything.
5 or 6 paint by number. Paint by. Yeah.
Let's bounce, yeah. So Swan and I, we hop into my vehicle.
Wait,
which is
what is your vehicle, Vinnie?
It's a 96 Jetta, but it's a 5-speed. It's a manual.
Hey,
Do you still have this car?
No.
Oh.
It's in a junkyard somewhere.
Yeah.
I wish I did. I almost bought another one 3 years back just because I missed driving stick. Yeah, so we hop in the car, and it's me and John and John's girlfriend at the time. And as soon as I get behind the wheel, it hits me like a freight train. Like
all
whole
the
world
colors, just everything.
All the colors
everywhere. Anything outside of our car is just colors. And I had a full-blown panic attack. John, I can't drive, John. I can't drive, John.
Yeah.
John, you need to drive, John. So, he gets into the driver's seat. I lay down in the back seat, and, I'm oscillating between freaking out and also criticizing John's driving stick.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to drive a stick at the time. So it was a very bumpy ride.
John didn't color at all, though, right?
No,
of course not.
No,
Of course not.
no.
Of course not. We were absolutely safe.
Yeah, it was all good.
Yeah, so each of those swipes just came wave after wave that night, and I don't think I have smoked since. Excuse me, I have not colored since.
I just went full with that analogy and then ended up with smoke. Yeah, and then I stopped doing pot. Yeah.
That's funny. Good times.
Yeah.
Wait, was John
times.
grinding gears all the time, or was he pretty
I
decent?
got
or-
it by the end. I feel like, but you
Okay, that's
might
pretty
remember
good.
more.
Kelly, do you remember when we were next door to the crayon manufacturer at our workplace?
Yes,
That was a fun time.
I do remember this.
Just get wax
Oh, that
fumes coming over to your.
Yeah, we would get wax fumes, but we would also get freebies. Just free crayons.
Yeah, just free boxes of crayons. That's good.
there was ice cream.
Sometimes
There
we
was
hang out with
little
our
crayon ice
bosses
cream.
and, enjoy coloring.
Hey, ice cream. Okay.
It was everything.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
This was an interesting workplace. We also had beer on tap.
We did.
That's cool.
And kombucha.
There's always
Kombucha and cold brew.
kombucha and cold brew are the
Cold
new
brew is
millennial office staples. To have a tap of
required.
those two, yeah, you have to. And then if you have
Never
beer,
tried
it's a plus.
kombucha.
It was totally a perk, though, because I kept working there for a while because of that.
It's the only reason I stayed.
because of the
And Kelly. But then I got Kelly on my own, so I was like, fine. I could leave.
Yeah, exactly.
so that worked out.
I'm done.
And then here we are, episode 64, having a good time.
Yep.
Not coloring.
Indeed.
Not
No,
nope.
not at all.
Not for the episode.
Never.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say about never. I just said not for the episode. It's cool.
No? We'll save retreat? No? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we'll do that thing that we talked about at the Will Save Retreat.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Soon.
That sounds good. Should we play?
All of the things.
And then we'll just never look each other in the eye again. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's play.
It's like we're always
If
going to
only
record remotely from now
we're
on.
on video somewhere.
If only, yeah, somewhere, somehow. Until then, it is not. So, that's not the music I wanted. That's the music that I wanted.
Also, shout out to the crayons you can eat.
I love edible crayons.
Oh, the edible ones?
Good stuff.
Edible crayons. I don't know where it's at.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Will, was that you as a kid? Did you eat crayons?
I never.
My son was eating crayons earlier. Like,
All right, Kevin's son aside. No, little kids is fine, but once you reach like third grade, don't eat crayons anymore.
Yeah, nobody should
Don't
eat
eat
crayons.
crayons.
or anyone else.
Don't actually
like
eat crayons.
you know,
Yeah, don't.
Like
like
the
you
real
will,
crayons.
all
not
your
the
classmates
metaphor.
will hate you. I hated those kids. All right, let's go.
So it is here at the mouth of this green light portal. The green is so perfect. The green light streaming up from a hole in the floor.
John, are we supposed to see this?
Not yet.
Okay.
As you all have woken up inside escape pods from a ship that blew up, you have fought perilously through danger and fear against creatures that you thought these don't actually exist. You have lost a comrade and gained another in the struggle. And now you are standing above the area where you think you might be able to cement either your escape or your assured destruction. Gonna pull you guys over to roll 20. What was that, Will?
Destruction assured? Really?
Who knows? We will see what happens
It's harsh toke, man.
on Will Save. So right now,
I should get a thing for that, but okay.
Yeah.
no.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Heerz and Rick 19 and Bernice are standing in this octagonal room. As I said, green light pours out of this somewhat narrow hole shaft in the ground with 4 ladders, 2 of which seem to be broken. And we just ended when Rick 19 had noticed that there was troll blood all over the ladders.
oh, that was Heerz.
Rick, you noticed it because you went in. Then Heerz
You
looked
said I didn't see
at-
anything. I just got a sense of dread, but I rolled like a 2 on my.
No, I feel like you
perception.
did. Well, I was going to way to spoil the sense of dread. You can't get anywhere with Kev.
Well, that's all I
Right.
had was a sense of dread.
Yeah. Well, that's all that you need. It's fine. We're going to kill Rick soon anyway. It's fine. So, this is... Here's, you notice that the blood has some sort of multiple glitching positions as you think that there might be some sort of alternate reality or quantum superpositioning that's happening with the blood from this troll. It's very odd. And Rick, you didn't notice this because in the back of your mind, you started to feel the sense of dread. Here's, as you walk in, you realize that sense of dread is some sort of telepathic alarm related to the state of the reactor. There's a moment here where Heerz and Rick are standing inside. Dr. OK, Colin, and Frog are outside. Is there anything that you guys want to share with us?
I think just before we go any further, like I just want to say, like, the idea of a telepathic warning system is really cool. Like they're great. Everything they do is telepathic, and so like instead of this screeching lights and sirens thing that we would have on an actual reactor, like they just hear this message that says like the reactor is failing in their heads.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, Heerz and Rick, and I think Dr. OK from Bernice.
19.
19 from Heerz. What about Dr.
18
OK?
plus 6 for 24.
Sorry, Dr. OK?
Dr. OK. Sorry. Bernice. Let's look at our perception. 17.
17. And Rick, what was that? Sorry?
24.
24. You all realize that the blood, the reason it's on the ladders is because it seems like the ladders are partially broken because this large creature probably like fell. And again, it does seem like this creature can move without walking. Seems like it can be almost in several places at once in a way because of the quantum superpositioning. So it seems like it is definitely clumsy and was not trying to gracefully move down the ladders and fell and has, splattered blood everywhere. Like I said, sorry, there's a moment here. What do you do?
How much of a moment are we taking?
Heerz tells everyone, I can hear and feel something telepathic. I think, and he's looking at Rick, I think, observing his face, that it's a warning ping. And I think it's coming from the reactor. It's probably close to blowing up. We got to make good time.
I can sense it. I can feel it, but I don't understand it.
It's a system that they built. It's like a alarm that you would hear with an audio alarm in our own world, in our own way of communicating.
It makes a lot of sense that the Greys built their alarm systems off of telepathic communication.
Yes. One more thing. This blood is shifting. It probably between different dimensions. Remember that robot that gave out those things? Those glasses that I put on when I went to that other world. I'm sure that whatever made this was there and then came back, or that we're near a veil between those two worlds in some sense.
No, you sound stupid.
All right, well, thanks. I was the one that had the goggles on.
I'm just kidding.
Colin is pretty confused at this point. He steps into the room and says, Heerz, do you mind if I have a look at this memory?
Say what?
What are you talking about?
I've got an ability to transmit and receive memories, emotions, things like that. Would you mind sharing with me?
Can you please explain what you mean by that?
What fantastical magic is this, Colin?
What is it? What's a skill called? I might have heard about it or read about it in books.
It's, my gran always called it mind link.
Oh, okay. Heerz knows what that is.
Oh, he's a mystic, isn't he? Is that the guess? That's my guess.
I think so. You're sensing magic earlier.
Are you a mystic? Because I dabble in mysticism myself. Gotta say,
love the foreplay, love the subtlety. I am.
I'm also.
I could tell.
I'm a technomancer as well, and I know what it is. I'll let you do it.
Heerz kind of gets on, sort of cross-legged, and sits down against the wall.
Yeah. Colin does the Vulcan 3-finger.
Question, is this a spell or a cantrip?
This is a spell-like ability.
So you're not wasting a spell slot or anything to do it?
No.
Cool.
Yeah, Mind Link is dope.
So you're doing Mind Link to get the alarm?
So I'm what I would want. Actually, let me do this in character. Heerz, would you mind sharing not just the alarm, but that bit about the sunglasses too? Yeah.
Do I just have to remember or try to picture the moment in my mind? I haven't done this myself. I only know what it is.
It says you decide what the target learns. Any amount of information that could be communicated in 10 minutes, as it comes in as visual images and emotional sensations.
Okay, I'll try to picture it again and feel it.
Lovely.
I'm ready.
There is a spell resistance.
Cool.
A will negates.
Here's will negates it. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. You sit down and you do have this memory of earlier, at this point, maybe 16 hours back when Nico was alive. Colin, you see somebody that you don't recognize in the memory, but you're in this room. There's a large display on the wall of an Oma, and it's like a digital display of this Oma swimming around, and the whole room feels like a technical space. And you do recall this sense of anticipation. There's tension. There's curiosity coming from Heerz as the group is trying to figure out what this being is. This being that looks like a pyramid with rotating rings and gems that seems to be talking very casually, and you can hear in Heerz's brain the voice saying, "Test subject number 3, please come and get your experiment." And then, you like flash forward a bit, and it's Heerz putting on these rad looking sunglasses, and it's almost like you're looking into like a retro wave video, because for a second you were seeing into another higher dimension. And you look, Heerz's head looks across the room and focuses on an interesting point as the higher dimension melds with the digital display of the Oma. And it's almost like Heerz's intention is to be curious about it. And then suddenly, Heerz is across the room and pulls off the glasses. And then there's also, you feel a wave of nausea for a second. And this memory starts to fade a little bit, but then it speeds up. It kind of starts to become a little unclear. Is there anything that you want to add, Heerz?
Heerz just says, like, that's that part where, did you see that? Where I was there for just a moment and then flashed out.
I did.
I lost the goggles, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's like a slight sense of like remembering having the glasses kind of fade into that dimension at the last second.
Colin would know all this if he just listened to episode 46.
Colin.
Yeah. Heerz just like sweating, and his brows are kind of furrowed,
and he's just like, all right, I think that's all I can do. That was kind of hard to relive.
I believe it. I appreciate you sharing.
Colin, you felt as you came in, you also felt that dread too.
I have no idea what to do about it. Is this where we make our final stand?
So, what's going on in there?
They're exchanging thoughts and memories, Rug. I was going to say, perhaps, when we get down there, you may need something to help you get going. How long did this mind meld thing take, by the way?
Is it instantaneous?
It's an action.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, duration instantaneous. Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you okay? Do you want anything to relax, or are you susceptible to anything that I should know about? Maybe I can help buff that, Rug.
I don't think I'm susceptible to anything. I'm not.
I know your reputation precedes you.
Right.
I just figured I'd ask.
Yes.
How are you feeling, man?
No. There were times when, there are times in every gladiator's life where you feel nervous. The threat of death is always on the horizon. I think it's just something you have to come to terms with. Never quite feels right. But, there were 2 things that I were told on my first day. And then that's what I told all the new recruits when I would have my first match with them, or I set them in knowing they might die, or I might die. I said, today we may die, in case you forget, but keep your blade held high, so tomorrow we may live. They didn't always catch that last part because the crowd's pretty loud, so I slap them on the back and then say, don't yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I think that as long as we don't
It ourselves,
right,
we'll be fine.
I don't really like normal races, so it should be fine.
That'll be a fun Starfinder story time.
How do Sheeran?
Well,
What about you, Dr. OK? Are you all right? Are you ready for this?
I don't know, Frog. I'm a little overburdened at the moment. Do you mind carrying this net in case we come up with some small creatures? Maybe you can throw it. I can't.
Of course.
I'm a slug, but I wanted to give you this, baby, and help me not carry so much stuff.
All right. Yeah.
So you hand him the net. I mean, it's
The night fiber net,
Yeah.
from the droid or whatever.
it probably feels pretty small in like his palm, but he's like,
Yeah, but to me, very diminutive
Yeah.
creature.
yeah.
Let's give Frog all of our.
And then Dr. OK passes out crayons to everybody.
Let's just take a moment.
Let's just color and relax a little bit.
I like the purple ones.
The perps are good. Sour tangies.
How was everyone's medical status?
I'm doing all right.
Well, besides the time that John cheated and took away all my health using attacks that he shouldn't have, I'm doing okay. No, my stamina is about half and my hit points are about 3/4.
Weirdly, Hrog loses it, reaches in, grabs Rick's face, and smashes it against the wall.
And it's equal to the number of hit points that the two Skreelings did to him.
Yeah.
I could use a boost in hit points and stamina if we have time.
For a 10-minute?
I don't want to waste our RP point to do that, but if
No, I've got some healing serum I could administer.
Yeah, and I think you guys found some more,
I
too.
don't want to waste it here.
Thanks, Colin. You turned out to be quite the guy.
Yeah.
I have 2 myself. Do we want to waste any of these now, or should we?
Waste? Is waste the term we want to use?
How low are you?
How much can it heal you? I'm about 10 points down hit points wise. And
It's
then
1d8 hit points.
Yeah, but do I want to use yours or mine? Is my
So
question, 'cause I
I
have
just burned. I'd like to burn a serum,
Okay.
just so that I can regain stamina, just so that I can regain my biohacks.
Nice.
two. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll roll a d8 from. But again,
So
should I use my serum or yours?
use yours first. I'm looking for. Oh yeah, here's the ability. Use yours first, and then I'll use mine because I also have the doctor special ability, which means any hit point healing I do that overflows goes into your stamina.
Ooh, nice. Okay. How do I just
That's awesome.
use my
How do you? Is there a way to just like? Oh, I can roll.
spend it? I'm looking. Yeah,
Throw the math rocks.
4. So it's just 1d8. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm almost at full health.
Dang. Rat.
Yeah, this one was a bit of a dud. You only get 2 points from me.
okay.
So who gets healing? Dr. OK?
Yeah, I burned a healing serum.
Yep. Okay.
And
And then, so I got 4 plus 2 for because
Yeah.
you.
I used one of mine on Rick.
Okay. You used one of yours on Rick.
All right. Here's asks the doctor.
Doc, how long does that boost that you gave me last?
An hour
Oh, great. What does it do?
Or 8 rounds. So on your next, I can either use it for first aid, but in this case, I'm giving you a medicine check to treat drugs, poison effects,
Okay.
and you gain a +4 bonus on your next saving throw against those sorts of items within the
Awesome.
next hour.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, all right.
It's because I was a little worried about you there. You were feeling a bit queasy and recollecting to when you put on those shades, it seemed.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, I appreciate it. Thanks.
I'm sorry, but this sense of dread, it has me second guessing. I think I'm gonna have to take a 10-minute rest and possibly use the relax you.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
Cool. I'm gonna take a 10-minute rest. What does a relax you do? Relax you do again?
It allows you to get, I think it's 1d4 hit points back on a 10-minute rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like a D12, and you're just downselling it.
I would not do that.
Probably a D8.
I got a 1.
It's probably a D2. Yep. Sounds like you're manufacturing your own bad luck.
Wow.
I will say if you're going to take the 10-minute rest in the room, then you won't get any hit points back. I'm just messing
Say
with
again?
Kev.
Oh my God.
I'm just messing with Kev. I would imagine that you wouldn't take your 10-minute rest in the room where you feel a sense of dread, and where
Nope,
Heerz
that's
is
where I do
feeling
it
this.
because that's where I feel the most relaxed is with a sense of dread.
You don't get any hit points back. Yeah, an overwhelming.
Fine. Rick steps back out. And
Yeah, it's fine.
he's got the massage thing on his neck, and he's like,
Yep.
I just need 10 minutes.
He's just sitting out
It
there.
starts whispering.
Do you need 10
Affirmations to
minutes, Rug? Do you need anything? Are you feeling chipper?
I'm feeling all right.
You're not a murder bot.
Oh, really?
You're not. Yeah, you've never killed anything intentionally.
You're a good person. Everything that you've killed has not really been killed by you, but by
They deserved it.
circumstances. The gun killed them. That one's head exploded. It hit the ground too hard.
Gun went off.
Here's is the one that supercharged it. That's what the thing says. Here's was the one that did it. He supercharged it. I'm
It's
actually
Heerz's fault, really.
after the 10-minute rest. I'm pretty good.
Okay.
I'm only like 3 down from health, and I'm full stamina, so I'm ready to fight whatever's down there.
Frog is
Heerz
also
is
pretty
looking-
good. Sorry, Kelly, go.
Dope. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not at like full, but he's not that far from under full. He's got a generous amount of hit points, so it's fine.
Heerz looks down the ladder, takes a deep breath, looks up at the
Swan
others and
dies.
says, perfect form. I don't know why that was funny to me. That was funny.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. Go down.
Well, now it's going to be really anticlimactic.
I climb down the ladder slowly.
Yeah. Very gingerly.
How is Heerz going to live up to
cautiously.
that?
Cautiously.
Heerz looks at the ladder, like holds on, and says, looks back at everyone. He's like, "Shall we go?"
I will go first, because Rick has the jump jets, so he's willing to like climb down halfway, and then he's gonna pull out his artillery laser as he lands.
Okay.
I'm going to tell Frog. Looks like we're headed in.
All right. All right.
Do we need to review radiation rules before we go in here?
It might be good to have them up. So, put yourselves in the order that you want to go down. It looks to be about, as you look down, you can see that at the base of the ladders are 4 purple spotlights. The purple doesn't reach up as much as the green does, but it seems like the spotlights are there at the bottom to help you be able to gauge the distance down. It looks like it's about 30 feet. The ceiling ends about 10 feet down. So it's a 20-foot ceiling in this room. And you can see at the bottom that there are grates. Can't quite make out what they are, but you can just barely see that there are heavy metal grates and there's infrastructure below it.
It's like a catwalk.
In a way, yeah, like the same material as a catwalk is the floor of this chamber down below.
Got it.
So arrange yourselves how you want to be, because remember there are 4 ladders. I think we will have to make a climb check because we talked about that last time when you guys came down the ladders before. I need to refresh myself on climb.
Well, there's only 2 ladders technically because the other 2 are damaged, right?
They are damaged. You could probably do it. You would have a slightly higher DC. I'm not going to say by much. You'd probably just be up by 2.
Could Frog carry me?
Good question.
King Kong style.
Oh, hurrah.
Hey, Frog.
You're
You good?
yeah. Go ahead. No, go yeah.
No, I don't know.
I think so. It would just increase. He's already going to have to make a bit of a tougher check to not just fall because he's a big dude and it's a smaller
okay.
thing, and he's
Never
like
mind.
kind of holding on to both. So that would probably
Got it.
just increase the DC of it, but it would be cool.
I won't do that.
Oh, but it would be
I
cool.
won't do
Though.
that to Frog. I want. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go in on after you, Frog.
So what order we're going down? Rick 19,
Then Heerz.
then Heerz, then
Then
Colin,
Okay and Frog.
then
Okay.
then Frog, then Doctor.
Frog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at this climb check real quick. Yeah, it's athletics. Climb up, climb down. I think we did a DC 5. I'm going to say it is probably a DC 7 to go down the ladders that are not there. So it would just be the case that if for some reason you roll real low, then you're going to need to make, I believe, a strength check to hold on. and not
So
fall.
Rick sees that one of the damaged ladders is damaged only about 10 feet down, and he's going to take that one because his athletics beats is already a +8.
Okay.
And he's got the jump jets. So.
Okay. So put yourselves around the hole where you want, like based on which ladder you want to go down.
Why can't we all just go down the same one that isn't terrible?
You want to do that? Just go down one of them.
It seems like the safest.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean,
I mean,
I
sure.
rolled high enough to it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying, like, if anyone does roll low,
oh,
it's not gonna take that much.
You pass.
Does Bernice need to roll?
No, because you're probably carrying. So then, yeah, you probably need to. You would probably just have a DC 7 to go down to hold Bernice at the same time. But can you put Bernice on your back? I feel like you can't.
I don't. I'm assuming
She's a
maybe.
briefcase, not a backpack.
Yeah,
Okay.
briefcase.
All right. So then it's DC 7 for you because one of your tentacles is holding Bernice and the ladder. So it's DC 7 for Dr. OK, DC 7 for Rick, and Heerz and Colin. Go ahead and make your rolls. Dr. K, what'd you get on your
17.
athletics? Boom. You're fine.
18 for Colin.
18 for Colin.
18 for here.
18 for Heerz. Frog also nailed it with a 25. So he was
Damn,
able
Frog.
to very nimbly get down, even though it's a tight space, since
He's
is.
huge.
You might just have to wait a second, Doctor. Okay. And let's get rolling. What I'm going to do is tell you what you see, reveal the area, and then I'll tell you where to put your characters based on how you would have gotten off the ladder. Because the 4 ladders emerge out of the shaft into the center of the room. And as
That's
you're
what
going
she said.
as you're going down, the sense of dread grows. The alarm grows louder in your head. Here's. You see it's an enormous octagonal space. Again, there are 4 sets of bright purple lights, spotlights, illuminating the ladder as you get down. And they almost pulse a little bit. The closer you get, they feel like they are pulsing. There are 4 heavy columns spaced evenly around the room. You notice that on the eastern wall, there is a niche, and inside is a wire framework of gold and silver. You've seen this before, anchored to a smoky crystal machine. That machine is connected to a computer workstation. There are 2 small humanoids crumpled there in pools of blood. Small hemispherical nodules cover the walls. And as I said before, the floor is this gridwork of heavy metal grates. The west wall has a series of large glowing rods that run from the floor to the ceiling. And as you step down into the room, rung by rung, you do start to feel this deep hum that's coming from the rods. There's an airlock door in the center of that western wall between 2 of them. There are deep gouges against that wall. But that alone is not the most important thing that you see. If you scroll to the upper right on our map, you'll see the room that I've just revealed.
So we're in the room is an octagonal room, almost 4 times the size of the room we just came from, or the little octagonal room above it.
Yeah.
And then it looks like there's the 4 pillars with purple lights shining inward, and there's on the west wall is 8 tubes running north and south. 40 foot octagonal room, and then to the east is where
120 square feet, or no, 160. How much?
big math. I don't know.
You got to account for the corners too.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
Subtract 2.
As you climb down, in front of the western wall, bathed in green light, is the reason for these gouges. Is the reason for dismembered grays.
Oh my god.
It is the reason for frogs fear. It is the reason why you might not get off wherever you are. As you see this fearsome creature, a troll, putrid green, with pink spots and growths all along its back. And then you look, you see the growths on the shoulder, on the neck, and its head turns and looks at you slowly.
Doesn't it have two heads?
You see long tusks protruding from its lower jaw. And as it turns and brings its full body into view, you see the second head next to the first. And it
Oh my god.
just looks at you with anger as there's this like get out that like rumbles through the room. And what could be the last time for some of you, you need to roll for initiative.
Initiative.
This is awesome.
I don't get a surprise round? I came down gun ready.
Okay. So for the
Say
listeners, this thing is ugly. I mean, we're talking like the worst version of an orc from a popular, massively multiplayer online game.
Yeah.
With two heads and really, really bad acne all the way over his body.
Just giant blisters
Yeah.
all
Just
over.
gross. They're
Like-
oozing.
Leprous.
Yeah. Oozing.
But also like spikes coming from his arms, and he's got like dinosaur feet.
Yeah.
Once
He or
you're
she.
10 feet up on the
Presumptuous.
ladder, you're eye level with this creature. This creature is large. And I need you guys to go ahead and start by putting yourselves where you are starting within these four squares here. I'm going to put Hrog randomly at an area there, but along these four corners here.
I'm beginning to think I chose my ladder poorly.
Wait, so are you here, Colin?
Yeah, it's awkward because the ladder is in the middle of the two squares.
Yeah, I'm just saying that,
Yeah,
like
that's
kind of
fine.
where you like hop off, Rick is in the northeastern ladder. Oh, now in
No,
the
he's able to
southwest.
jump jet over just 5
what?
feet.
I feel like you went down the northeastern ladder, but it's fine.
Yeah, but I have jump jets on. I can move around I want. Get out of here.
It's fine.
Nice
This is
hand-wavy
why
thing. I have jump jets.
this is why surprise rounds against you, Kev, always are move
Always
answer
have
action.
an attack and a move action.
Could
Yeah.
someone move Frog in between myself and I came in after Frog,
That's
so
what I
feel
was
like
thinking.
Frog needs to actually pick his square before I pick my square, frankly.
Yeah, that's fine. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got a 4, which was the one that you were already in. So I feel like you're going to be right behind Frog. So Frog is in the northeast ladder. Colin is in the northwest ladder. Rick is in the bottom southwest ladder. Heerz is on the southeast. Dr. OK and Bernice are behind Frog.
So we're all bunched in nice and tight, and this thing has
like one
area
grenade
attack.
to go off.
Yeah.
One.
He's just going to spew like
Oh,
lava at us or something.
Acid bath or something.
You know what we haven't even done yet? I need to go around and see what initiatives did you all get. Let's start with Dr. OK. What'd you get for initiative?
I got a big old fat 4.
Oh, man, you guys need better than 4 if you're going to live. I'm not going to lie. I have been prepping for this for a while. You're going to need some good rolls here. Woo! Here, so what'd you get?
Yours got a fat 5.
Oh, my God. This is TPK time.
Like, are we gonna die based just on initiative?
I don't know, man. I don't know,
Just
man.
one
You get
attack
one
by
hit on this
bro.
thing.
I don't know, dude. Rick 19, what'd you get?
I actually rolled a 20. 16 plus 6.
Dude,
for 20.
well
Or,
done.
sorry, 16 plus 4 for 20.
Okay.
I
You
can-
live.
I can do math.
Rick lives.
Rick lives. God. All right, Colin.
Colin got a 21.
Oh, showing up.
He
Wow.
was ready.
All right.
What did Frog get?
Frog got a good question. 5. So I think
It makes sense. We came down last.
I was just going to say the dice will always work out to tell the best narrative. That makes so much sense that like you're trying to get past Frog as you come down, and Frog's like making sure that you're okay, but then there's this like get out that just like bellows through the room. All right, so round number 1. Man, I am excited for this. Colin,
None of us are. Nope.
it is your turn, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat that you are going to need to make a... Where is it? I just had it.
If it's radiation, it's fortitude.
A will save.
Will
save as the dread of being in the room and then the bellowing of the troll, but mostly the dread from the room mechanically, let's just be clear, has caused you that you need to not take any negative effects from where you are at now.
So what kind of effect is the room having?
The alarm, who is, for those who are telepathic, is causing you to make a will save. If you're not telepathic, or actually
room.
Has mind link. So actually, Colin, you would start to hear the alarm as well because you have mind link.
Right.
So you would hear this and you would be like,
he actively has mind link with Heerz, and that's giving him the...
No, it just says a PC who has the mind link mystic feature. So because you have that, you are able to sense it, and it is just like throwing you off your game right now because it's just overwhelming your mind.
So that's a 3 on the die.
Oh God!
For a grand total of 11.
Wow, that's a strong will save. It's DC 10.
Hey-o.
So you were just able to shake it off and like you are quick to action. You're top of the round. You're able to shake it off. What are you going to do in your combat, Colin?
Colin is not going to shy away from this. You see the panic in his eyes from the initial reaction to the alarm, but his gaze steals. He quickly casts a spell on himself called Reflecting Armor. You see a force field start to shimmer about him as he takes a 5-foot step toward Big Bad.
Oh my
gosh! All right,
let's get it.
Was Reflecting Armor your one? What does it do? And two, what part of your action was that? Standard action?
That was a standard action.
Okay.
Armor crackles around me. Effectively, when I take damage, I can dispel the armor, which will deal the same to the person who did the damage.
Nice.
Whoa.
10.
Good old switcheroo.
That's
nice Uno
rad.
reverse card.
Yeah, that is an Uno reverse
Uno
card.
reverse.
I love that. That's awesome. Okay. And you take a step. What are you thinking as this? Like you're looking up at this creature. What are you thinking?
Thinking if I die today, it'll be looking in your eyes, you big ugly cuss.
All right. Colin's turn. Rick 19, you're also quick off the mark. You see Colin step up right as your boots hit the metal grated floor. Let me know what you want to do.
I love that Colin was some kind of like philanthropist worker. That's how he ended up here in the first place, and now he's just like a battle mech. Like,
what?
Come on!
Don't you know about Colin? So good.
All right, so Rick landed with his artillery laser out, and he's just going to. Well, first,
did you climb down with it out?
Well, I use my a move action essentially to land because I went down the broken ladder, and so I use my jump jets to land, and that's a move action, so I can pull my artillery laser out as I do it.
As we know, some people here might occasionally make mistakes on the rules, so I just want to make sure that we're all above board here. For some people who are repeat offenders like Kev.
Yeah, I'm the one that uses move actions and attacks.
Just want to be clear about what you can and can't do with a move action.
Yeah.
So
now you got me distracted.
Yep, that's all my plan.
I want to first shoot. I don't think I have anything that can check it. Like this glow that's coming from these green things. Is that the radiation boundary? We're gonna hit radiation at some point. Like there's a door behind this troll. I'm assuming that's the door to the reactor.
Would appear that way.
You would think so. That is the door to the reactor. Yeah.
Is there like a perception check going to tell me like giant radiation symbol on that door? Little placard that says like reactor control room 1.
Hey. Yeah. No, those glowing rods, that is the actual reactor core. What are you trying to get out of this?
Are these 8 rods against the door?
No. There are these rods that are coming through. I know you're a nuclear weapons expert, Kev, but for the sake of Starfinder...
Not weapons. Not weapons.
Sorry, a nuclear expert, Kev. But in terms of rods, it does seem like those...
Reactor expert.
Reactor expert. Those rods are like can emanate radiation, yes. But the reactor is beyond that door. It is a very heavy airlock door. What are you trying to figure out? Because there's also the computer terminal off to the right, the east of the room.
Well, Rick's just trying to think, like, what's going on in the situation. He's trying to clarify, in his head.
Why don't you give me a... I'm trying to think. Maybe...
I don't think there's anything really for me to do, to be honest, unless... Okay, tell me what you're saying.
You're trying to figure out what the situation is down here. You're trying to take stock of the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're trained in engineering or no?
I am. Not very well. I'm trained in everything, just a little bit.
Okay. You can tell a couple things.
I rolled a 16 for engineering.
Yes. You can tell that the door, the large airlock door, blast door on the western wall leads to the actual reactor area. This is a containment area. The rods on the wall seem like they do have some sort of fluid going through them, and part of that green is from that fluid. It seems like the devices, both the smoky crystal machine and the computer workstation, are what seem to control everything about the reactor from this control area right here. It seems like they are interlinked. And if you recall, the smoky machines are telepathic machines, and the computer workstation is an analog manual device. So you think you're looking left past the troll, and then you're looking right at the machines, and you're thinking those workstations control the reactor, and they're linked. I might need to access both at the same time in order to do what I need to do. Both machines.
Do you relay
not
this?
both rooms. I'm saying both machines. You might need to access both machines at the same time in order to take control.
One of us needs to stand next to this troll.
Or kill it.
So Rick is going to say, Heerz, I suggest you go to the computer terminal. And then he is going to roll over.
I was going to say Bernice can go to the one over by the troll, maybe covertly.
Wait, there's no terminal near the troll. I'm sorry.
There's a terminal here.
There are 2 terminals over. There's nothing on the western side of the wall except for the door, the troll, and the green rods. On the right side is the computer station. At that station is the computer manual input and the smoky crystal machine. Those are both.
You need
okay.
somebody at each.
Yes, you need somebody to
I
access
thought you were saying
both
is
of them.
one of them was the green radiation tubes.
No.
So I'll stand by Rick telling Heerz to go over there, and then Rick is gonna basically tumble over this way, not actually tumbling, but just move this way, straight down against the wall, and take a shot at this creature.
Okay. Wait, so you were going to tumble...
I'm not actually tumbling. I'm just
He's
moving.
not. He's just moving, but he wants to quickly move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being artsy about it. And I rolled a shoot.
I'm going to tell you right now that as you go to move out...
Die.
Did you at all... You just move?
I just moved, yeah.
Okay. As you move, the creature seems to superposition itself like a little bit further and is able to actually hit you as you're moving out of that square.
Say again?
It's long range.
It has a reach of 10 feet.
Wow. Okay.
And you are within
Good to
10
know.
feet of these 2 squares right here.
So you want to save my attack roll that I just rolled right now, or do you want to roll for...
Do you want to take an
Separately.
attack from this 2-headed troll, or do you want to move,
Guarded step.
or do you want to move and not do it?
Me, man. God.
I would say if you want to step back, I'm not like, this is going to be tough enough. I'm not trying to screw you over. I'm trying to like, this is going to be tough. If you want to move here.
No, and I'm committed. I ran against the wall not knowing. So
Okay.
I'll roll for... Oh, no, you roll for attack, right?
Yep. I'm going to roll because one of its
I
claws
rolled a 48.
reaches
so-
out to hit you, and that is a 34 to hit you.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have a KAC of 20. How the fuck?
34.
And that's our game.
God dang it.
Kev's gonna be so bad.
We're in it
50
now,
points
boys.
of damage.
Kev's like, I'm not even gonna come back. I'm not even gonna come back.
And then he's going to be like 60
I was like, oh, no, I'm gonna
points
play-
of
I'm gonna-
damage.
Yeah, I'm going to play by the rules and like, oh, I didn't know any better. I'm going to move. And then you're like, oh, no, like 48 to hit you.
Dude, I am
you
not
fucking
kidding
kidding
you
me?
when I tell you we gotta play it smart. And as a DMPC with Frog, we like
You shouldn't have to play it that smart. They drop you into attack range. It's fucking bull. That's bull. You could put this into the fucking podcast. Bull.
Kev. Sometimes it's you have been waiting to fight this creature for a long time.
Sometimes you spring the trap, man.
Dude, sometimes it just what's tough is tough, dude.
Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Thanks again for listening. I want to use my outro to once again welcome Vinnie. Vinnie is super cool and chill in real life, and I think you can tell from listening that he's also a cool companion in the game. That's how he is in real life too. He's really awesome. So thanks again for coming, Vinnie, and everyone is going to love you, I'm sure, more and more the more they listen to you. And to you, the listener, if you happen to listen on Spotify, which is my personal platform of choice, if you go to the Will Save account on there, you can see that, at least on your mobile app, under the follow button, there's a star rating. If you could give us a star rating and let us know how you feel about the podcast, that would be super awesome and help us out a lot. Thanks again, and see you next Will Save Wednesday.